Hello, hello! This is Gemini, your friendly neighborhood spy. I'm here today to summon on the Fallen banner for fodder, mostly for my boy Inigo. I'm gonna go right ahead and get started, but first I just wanted to say that I am sorry if my voice sounds a little bit off today. I'm getting over a cold. I'm mostly over it at this point, but I think it's still affecting my voice a little bit. I don't know how noticeable it is, but if it is at all noticeable, I apologize. Anyway, we're gonna go right ahead and get started. We are gonna be sniping reds. Alright. Alright. So my main goal for today is female Byleth. She just has, like, some of the best fodder, really, like, for infantry units, I feel. And I really want to give that fodder to Inigo. I also, I would love to pick up a couple copies of Fallen Crom. I'd say Byleth is my higher priority, but I definitely would not be upset about getting a copy or two of Crom as well. So this is just a really, really valuable fodder banner. But then also... oh my gosh! Huh. That is so strange, picking up Fallen Lilith on the rerun of the Fallen banner she's not on. I have picked up a couple copies of her already, but she's still a good hero to pull, so I'm not particularly upset about that. Okay. Alright. Well, that's an interesting start. But as I was saying, I would really, really love to summon a couple copies of Inigo himself as well. He was not a focus hero when he ran, or when he was released. So I just don't have any extra copies of him besides the ones we got from the quest. And I have been pulling a lot on reds for things like free summons, but I just haven't picked up any extra copies of him yet. So I would love for that to change today, but we'll see what happens. See, anytime I get a 3-star, I'm not even upset because it could be Inigo. Crom is never a bad hero to pull, though. He was a hero that evaded me a lot in the early days of the game. Now I've got a lot of him, but back in the day, I very rarely pulled Crom, which was unfortunate because, you know, he has Ether, which is always good to have. Okay, we have Soleil! It'd be awesome if she could bring home her dad. And also, Crom can be Inigo's father, so this could be a perfect banner for Inigo to come home on. Okay, I will take that, even though it's not Inigo. Alright, wonderful, that's awesome. Oh my god, I'm so glad to get her. I am Byleth. Yes, Byleth, a simple mercenary and nothing more. Oh, that's so great. Getting one of her early, that's awesome. Alright, great. Fantastic. We already got her one of her, and we're still on the tickets, so that is just such a good start. I don't know what I'll do if I get to the spark, because I kind of want 2 Fallen Byleths. So it'd be awesome if I got another one of her before that, or if I got Fallen Crom. But I kind of want at least 2, just so that I can also give her fodder to my duo Erica and Ephraim. Okay, I didn't actually decide what my fallback color is. I think we're gonna go for colorless. We can just skip the animation for colorless heroes. But yeah, anyway, so in the past few days, I've been playing through the Apollo Justice trilogy that just released. I'm still on the first game because I just haven't had a ton of time to play, but I love it so much. I'm enjoying it so much. I've talked before about the fact that I'm a huge Ace Attorney fan. It's my second favorite series after Fire Emblem. So I have so much Ace Attorney on the brain right now, and I'm just really excited to be playing it. So just a good week overall in that regard. Things are really busy at work, but that's fine. I'll get through that. Oh my gosh! Wow! I can't get over this look! This is unbelievable! Who calls me? My name is Crom. I am the king of corpses. Where I go, despair follows. Oh my gosh, I can't believe the luck I'm having on this banner. He's even plus attack. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is unbelievable. Wow. I'm a little afraid to summon on anything else in the coming weeks because I feel like I'm already using up all my luck. This is just unbelievable. Oh wow, even Keaton. That's a pretty cool summon. I'm pretty sure I've pulled him before. Oh no, I haven't! Wow! Huh. Well, that's cool then. Very cool. Like the 2 exclamation points side by side. Alright, but back we go. Wow. I just can't believe the luck I'm having. Unbelievable. And I just had such good luck pulling for Tormod as well. Wow. I'm really worried that I'm like using up all my good luck in the game. Alright. But anyway, for the first time ever, I actually have a couple questions to answer while I summon today. So I'm gonna get right into those. I apologize if I mispronounce anybody's name. I'm gonna try my best. But anyway, the first question I have 2 from Oikawatoru 3723. And they ask me if I think it's too late for them to try to plus 10 Summer Erica. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What is happening? What is happening? Thank you so much for the question, Oikawaturu. This is unbelievable. I can't believe this. Wow. That's just unbelievable. I can't... Wow. Well, it doesn't matter what else happens for the session. It doesn't matter if I go the rest of the way to the Spark without getting a 5-star because I've already, you know, This is unbelievable. I just can't get over this. Wow. Okay. Anyway. I got cut off reading the question. They said that they want to plus 10 Summer Erica, but didn't get that much luck with them. They got a lot better luck with Summer Ephraim, and they're just wondering if I think it's too late. And my answer to that is, if Erica is one of your favorite characters, I just say go for it. Just for a second, I thought that was Inigo, not Laszlo. I still love you, Laszlo, but I'm looking for Inigo. But if Erica is one of your favorites, then I just say go for it. To me, it's never too late to plus 10 one of your favorites. So that's my answer to that question. And then they also ask, if I could pick the next Summer Banner characters, who would be in it? And also, who would be the demote? So my answer to that question... Matthew! Well... My answer to that is right here on the screen. Let me just fix the, this always gets a little thrown off for some reason. My answer is right there on the screen for you. I would absolutely always put Matthew on any banner. So I have an answer for you for like the whole banner. But Matthew is here to help me answer the question. Wow, this is just really crazy luck. So I would put Matthew and Layla together as the duo hero. And then I would also put... I guess we'll go for green in case I get Sylvain. I would also put Syrah as the demote, because I would want to plus 10 Syrah as well, because she's also a favorite of mine, but then it would be really easy to plus 10 her, because she'd be the demote. And then I would also put Ranulf as the Tempest Trial hero, so that I could also plus 10 him really easily. So then the other 2 heroes I would pick to be characters that I personally wouldn't be as excited about, but I still think would be cool to see them get stuff. So that way I wouldn't have to like try to plus 10 the whole banner or something, but I would still be excited. So I would also put Leith on the banner. So it'd be kind of a combination of FE7 and the Tellius games. And Leaf would be a 5-star hero. And then I would also put Titania on the banner because I think she would be really cool to see more of as well. And Leaf and Titania both have ults, but they each only have one. So I think it'd be nice to see them get a little bit more. And then obviously Ronalf, Matthew, and Sarah would all be getting ults for the first time. So I just think I think that would be a nice banner, and I would be really excited for it personally. But thank you so much for your questions. And thank you for watching. Okay, let's just keep going. I just am blown away by the luck I've had on this banner. This is really just completely wild. I'm getting ready to spend a bunch of the day playing 7 Days to Die. A few of my friends and I spent pretty much like all day yesterday playing it, and we're going to be playing it today too. So I figured I would do my summoning session before we get started on that. And now I'm gonna be like all wound up. Okay. So anyway, let's move on to my next question. I do have a few more to answer. So my next question is from Elite Teach, and they want to know how I got into Fire Emblem. So, I have been into... First off, thank you for your question. Second, I've been playing Fire Emblem for quite a long time now. My first game was Fire Emblem 7. I actually got into Fire Emblem when I was in high school. And I feel like I'm like the opposite of most people because I did not get into Fire Emblem through Smash Bros. I actually got into Smash Bros. Through Fire Emblem. I had a teacher in high school who was talking about Smash Bros. And I'd never played a Smash Bros. Game before. And I mentioned that I love Fire Emblem, and the teacher said that there were Fire Emblem characters in Smash Bros., so that's actually why I played Smash Bros. So how I got into Fire Emblem was I had a friend in high school that got the game for his birthday. Specifically, Blazing Blade. And then didn't actually play it right away. He waited a few years before he played it. And then he started playing it, and then he started talking about it a lot. And he kept, like, asking everybody in our friend group things, like, to try to figure out what classes we would be. So he'd ask us things like, do you want to use magic, or do you want to use weapons? And then he'd ask, oh, that's a Leaf, I think. Cool. Not a bad pull. But anyway, my friend asked, like, would you want to use weapons or magic? Would you want to be on a horse or a Pegasus or a Wyvern or just infantry? And then based on our answers, he tried to figure out what classes we would be. And it sounded interesting. He was talking about it quite a bit. And everything else that he said about it made it sound really cool. So I went to GameStop one weekend, and I managed to find a used copy of Blazing Blade, because it was only a few years after it came out, so it wasn't really that hard to find. So I got a used copy, and I bought a few other games. And I spent the weekend playing one of the other games I bought. And then I remember it was Sunday night, and I had school the next day. Oh wow, Mia! You know, I actually am not sure I've ever pulled one of her before. I might have? This might be new. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have Halloween Mia, and I've used her a lot, but this is my first regular Mia. Awesome. Wow. Definitely adding some heroes to the catalog today. That's awesome. But anyway. Where was I in the story? Oh yeah, it was Sunday night, and it was like 8 o'clock, and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna boot up this Fire Emblem game and just try it, maybe play for like an hour or two before I go to bed. And then I was up like really late playing it because I was absolutely hooked. I loved it so much. And then as soon as I got home from school the next day, I just spent like the rest of the evening playing it. I was just absolutely immediately hooked on the series. And to this day, Fire Emblem 7 is still my favorite game. But I love most of the Fire Emblem games a lot. And I gradually worked my way through the rest of the series too. So yeah, Yeah, that's what got me into Fire Emblem, was a friend of mine in high school talking about it. And when I tried it out, I just got completely hooked, and it has been my favorite video game series ever since. But thank you so much for your question. Yes! Yeah! Oh my gosh, yes! I'm sorry about how much I shout and yell and how loud I get, but I really just get so excited anytime I see my favorites. I'm Inigo, Olivia's future son, and I'd prefer if you wouldn't stare. It's very embarrassing. I love him so much. Oh my god, I love him so much. Laszlo and Inigo right next to each other. I didn't even realize that. That's so great. Oh my god, I'm so excited to have gotten Inigo. This summoning session just could not have gone better. I'm already so happy with it. Wow. Just unbelievably good luck. Wow, I'm just wonderful. That's the best. I got 2 Byleths, no, 1 Byleth, 2 Chroms, an Ego, like, this, everything's perfect. I'm gonna grab a second Byleth on the Spark, but otherwise this is just everything. Wow. Sorry if I seem just a little too giddy. Anyway, I have one more question left to answer. So if any of you would like to hear other questions from me, then feel free to drop them in the comments. I'd be happy to answer them. But I do have one more for today, which is from HJ2000. And they just want to know which is my least favorite Ephraim to use. So I've talked before about the fact that I'm a huge fan of Ephraim. He is one of my favorite characters in the series. And I do love every version of Ephraim in the game, and I consider all of them to be plus 10 projects. So while I still love this version of Ephraim, I do have one that is the one I use the least, which is definitely Winter Ephraim. And I absolutely love Winter Ephraim's design, and I love his voice lines, so it's not that I dislike him at all. I'm just really not that big a fan of armor units. I don't tend to use them very often, and I really only use them at all if they're one of my favorites. So I have used Brave Ephraim quite a bit, but that's because I got really, really, really lucky with Brave Ephraim, and he was actually my first plus 10 5-star exclusive hero. So I did use him for a long time just because he was so good. And I had him fully merged, and he was an excellent hero for me. I don't use him as much as I used to, though, because at this point I have a bunch of the Ephraims at plus 10. And there are so many other Ephraims to use as well. But I'm really just not that big a fan of armor units, so that is why Winter Ephraim is my least used. Hello again, Laszlo! He brought home an Inigo last time, so maybe I'll pull another Inigo. I still just can't believe how much luck I had on this banner. This is wild. Even some of the 4-star specials that I pulled were, you know, heroes I never got before. So this is really just such a great summoning session for me. Oh, but also, once again, HJ2000, thank you again so much for your question. Oh my! I'm not sure if I have Gray or not. There's so many heroes that I've just lost track if I have them or not at this point. Okay, so I have pulled a Gray before. Okay, just a few more summons and then we will be done. But yes, if you have any other questions you'd like me to answer, then please leave them in the comments. I would be happy to answer a few more. Okay. I'm still just... Sorry I keep talking about it, but I just can't believe how the summoning session has gone. Okay, so we'll just pull these last 2 reds, and then we'll spark for Fallen Violet, and then we will be done. I keep pulling Laszlo's. I do love you, Laszlo, but I kind of wish it had been an Ego. Also, I forgot to upgrade my Ego counter. Let me check that. Change that really quick. So he is plus ×3. Okay. I was doing a good job updating my hero list, but I forgot my counter for a second. I do love you, Laszlo, but I do kind of wish you were an Egos, since I already have you at +10. But I'm still glad to have gotten 1 more. Every merge we get for an Ego is a victory. Okay, we have smoke. Oh my gosh! I definitely didn't have a Lucia before. Wow. That is just crazy. I am Lucia. Retainer to Queen Alencia. May the sword be infused with my pride that I may cut down her foes. My gosh, I don't even know what she has. I know that she's a really, really good unit, but I don't actually know what she has for fodder. Life and Death. Repel. Okay. Cool. Wow. Just wow. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna take my Sparked Violet. And then we will officially be done with an unbelievably lucky summoning session. Oops, fallen. Alright. Make that a little bit smaller. Yes. Okay. Okay. Well. And there we have it. Got the Celestial Stone. And that, as they say, is that. Alright, well thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, please leave them below in the comments. I'd be happy to have some questions to answer the next time I summon. It is sometimes a little bit rare that I summon, but it is still nice to have something to talk about. Thank you so much for joining me either way. If you liked the video, then please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Otherwise, that's all for today. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and Gemini out.